Imagine letting a dude with that skull shape and jawline convince you that he is superior to you in any way. Dude looks like Don Knotts had a baby with Don Knotts. Just cooked steak for the first time. What you guys think? What did you cook that under? A heated argument? I illegally streamed this and still have buyer's remorse. I laughed harder when my dad died. Your mom had to close her eyes and think about other babies during breastfeeding. The fact the Mythbusters have repeatedly said they were not friends and only had this one interest of testing weird stuff is both kinda funny and kinda sad. They look like if Walter White unfused. NASCAR truck racer Carelli says he's quitting after Confederate flag ban. 0 career wins. You worried about the wrong race? This is so rude. Let's go stargazing. Aren't you anemic? Yeah. So what? So just stand up really fast. Wendy shouldn't mock people's looks, especially when she herself looks like those Morlock creatures from the 2002 film The Time Machine. One time, I referenced a meme to this guy I was dating, and he had never heard of it, so I showed him the meme and his response was, "So I'm just supposed to memorize all your little pictures in order to have a conversation with you? And not a day goes by." I hate water. It tastes disgusting, unless it's Voss or Icelandic. I live on Red Bulls and zero soda lol. Never had an issue. Coochie Prale taste like police brutal 80 and sour warheads. Honestly, who the duck actually likes sparkling water that shut taste like TV static? I don't know how he came to this conclusion. I just know he's absolutely right. They look like uncommon Fortnite scenes. Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori in Japan today. Does anyone actually eat crunchy peanut butter? I realized I have never encountered someone who buys crunchy over smooth. Duck, yeah, that's a good ace texture. I'm convinced creamy eaters duck through a hole in a sheet. You look like you invented vitamin water. I ducking love Irish slang. Like it's the most creative craft ever. Today I heard a coffin being referred to as a wooden 1C in the sentence RJSS. Me nanny looks better than ye, and she's in a bleeding wooden 1C. And it was honestly life changing. The 4 horsemen of I would never duck an alien, but damn. I see you tried to put yourself on the list and thought we wouldn't notice. Kids born in 2000 are 25 years. Let that sink in. You've been doing math instead of math. Is British food really that bad? If made correctly, yes. Looking like you wore your shoes on the wrong feet your whole life. Adam Silver looks like he sneaks into the cabinets late at night to eat raw pasta. Would you like to be the sun in my life? Oh my god, yes. Then stay 92,935,700 miles a duck away from me. Restaurant owner has had enough. I saw a rat whilst eating here. That's called a mirror. Dude looks like an albino navvy. When I went to Iceland, there were some really obnoxious tourists from Denmark, of all places. It was a guided tour, and they kept making jokes about how they colonized Iceland, and how the Turks enslaved a load of Icelanders. It was clearly making the Icelandic guide uncomfortable. Which is ducking funny, because Danes are the clowns of Scandinavia who everyone else shuts on. Hell, they don't even speak a real language. It's some garble that sounds like a Norwegian has a potato stuck down their throat. Pants were invented for men, not women. It's impossible for a woman to wear pants, jeans, yoga pants, dress pants, leggings, dungarees, etc. without sexualizing her body, since they highlight her legs, curves, and rear end. Women who want to be modest should not own pants at all. That's a lot of words for nobody will duck me. Imagine being straight. What music would I even listen to? The same kinda ducking music you listen to now, you ducking crayon chewer. Does anyone else casual recesses funny? Did you know? The 13 stripes on the American flag signify African Americans' percentage of the population. The 50 stars symbolize the percentage of wind chimes they are responsible for. The 13 refers to the amount of toes this person has, and the 50 refers to the percentage of DNA his mother and father share. Milkshake singer Kellis is dating 72-year-old actor Bill Murray, according to The Sun. Her milkshakes bring all the sugar daddies to the yard. Clearly that milkshake is curdled. This game has straight up nothing to do with geometry. You have nothing to do with straight. Yeah right, I'm bi. By yourself. Trapped on a desert isle with only 1. Bulk licorice or 2. White nonpareils. Non-pareils. I'll still die, but I won't die eating the sole of a shoe that just trod the garden full of fennel and nightshade. How can I find an app like Tinder where the girls have lower standards and there are no heavy-set girls? There isn't one. You want to meet interesting people who are interested in you? Then make yourself interesting. I'm an interesting person, that's for sure. Spoken like the human equivalent to a bowl of bran flakes. I've been called worse in Toronto. You are a dog leash. Holy duck, so many girls are still shaming other girls for masturbating, or ashamed of themselves for doing it. Like grow up, and buy a vibing Thor Jessica. It's almost 2019, your boyfriend thinks a cliff tourist is an island off the coast of Vietnam. Girls think a foot fetish is weird, but turn into Niagara Falls over some veins and shut. Tell me who the real weirdo is here, you cardiovascular hole. Literally me. Mans went from snow ski and moth to cook in it. He looks like a middle school math teacher that gave up halfway through the school year and comes in each morning either hungover or still drunk. If an object is large enough, it becomes a location. Can't wait to travel to your mama. Destruction 100. Amber Heard caught shopping at TJ Maxx. Why does her shirt looks like it's made out of cheesecloth? According to What Culture Wrestling, these two were the same exact age in these photos. Hulk Hogan was born balding. Mother Ducker got what deserved. I'd say I hope you get eaten by a shark, but I wouldn't wish that level of indigestion and possible food poisoning on anyone, even a shark. Twitch is so greedy that they make Mr. Krabs look like he donates to every charity. Twitch is like that insect that's so attracted to light that it would willingly jump into fire to kill itself. Attention girls, stop messaging me. I'm gaming. My catty dried in record speeds. That's probably your yeast infection. Press ducking F. When you spam X to skip the tutorial, but accidentally skip character creation. Someone asked which Columbine shooter I am, and now I hate this costume. One of my younger sisters likes to test her partners for worthiness. It's stupid. She complains all her exes are immature children, and why can't she find a good guy? But the one time I pointed out her tests are things high schoolers do, she got past and said she has standards they need to meet. She's nearly 31. She's going to need a lot of cat food. You could show me any photo of a pair of random white guys and tell me they were the Chainsmokers and I'd believe you. I showed this picture to my boyfriend and asked jokingly if he would ever think to cut a hole in its mouth and duck the bologna clown, and he told me he already ducks a bologna clown while patting my back. Today my boyfriend murdered me in cold blood. Boy got his decking off the Titanic. Already on it, skipper. Hail hail. Jim has gone full crypto bear. These crypto assets all seem to be scams, and I want you out of them. Crypto in crisis? He looks like a guard on GoldenEye. If this actually happens, Zuckerberg is going to kill Musk. He has been training in mixed martial arts and has experience in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He recently got a gold medal in an amateur tournament. He is also 13 years younger. Musk has literally no chance. But Musk is built like a vertically stacked shawarma. He'll absorb all those blows like Kingpin. The average heat dog machine will have 547,500 wieners in it and catch 4,277 gallons of juice in its trap during its lifetime. Just like your mom. The dude took the wrong pills again. Douglas McGregor, Ukrainians massacred. Colonel MacGregor is 3 problems in a trench coat pretending to be a solution. Spider-Man never miss. Well, one does miss when catching their girlfriend. Someone's having a breakdown. When was the last time your single brain cell collided with the corner of your skull like a DVD screensaver? Mr. Musk, who turns 52 later this month, also tweeted, "I have this great move that I call the walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing." I bet Grimes knows all about that move. Notice how every girl on BuzzFeed has a nose ring, because no one will put one on their linger. Bro, that's a Cupid test. Does that mean the baby has Cupid? Bro didn't think outside the box. He brought the box outside to think with him. This guy is about as funny as any random DMV employee. Happy Mother's Day to all of the single fathers out there who have had to raise their kids without a mother. Today's about mothers. Why do men always have to try and take away everything that's just for women? Your one to talk is raised 2 great children all by himself. He does school bake sales, cooks dinner, cleans and does his daughter's hair before school. Your 4 kids all live with your parents because you can't stay out of jail for more than 6 months. He's more of a mother than you'll ever be. Remember to drink water, babes. No. Then become the dirt I walk on. Every post like this hits me so hard because OP always swings back with a new type of bat and I'm never prepared for it. The penalty box in hockey is such a funny concept to me. Big fighty men go in the naughty cube, imprisoned for sports chimes. Go to the terrarium and think about your punching, you knife-footed ice gremlin. What the duck happened here? Vaccine. Vaccine this. Vaccine that. Why don't you find a vaccine for that butchless disease of yours? I hate both of them, but was looking forward to Zuck whipping his ace. A 39-year-old outwardly healthy man versus a 50-something that constantly looks like he needs a blood transfusion and is so doughy that he looks like he would turn into bread if exposed to sunlight and high temps. Jeff Dunham. Ah yes, the Nickelback of comedians. What I'm actually saying is wow, your town snacks. You can't even keep an Applebee's open, but I understand how you'd be confused. That logic doesn't really track. But here, let us help fix it. Our thriving economy is home to more than 200 local restaurants. Granted, it may not be the Bourbon Street steak and Oreo shake you love. Valued customers, due to the recent outbreak of stupidity and panic purchasing by complete age-jots, the nation is currently experiencing a shortage of toilet paper and common sense. We expect supplies to be replenished once these sheep-minded morons have all starved to death in their homes, surrounded by toilet paper, but without anything to eat. Thank you for your patience. LMRO, the automatic though. Why put money into a car that's automatic? Same reason your parents fed you as a child. They know it's not gonna win any awards, but they love it anyway. Oh no, oh. Wow, well said. Stephen Dare just left the chat. Like 15 chain smokers all did a fusion dance together and then inhaled helium. This normally because his voice sounds like 15 chain smokers all did a fusion dance together and then inhaled helium. But why do British children sound like they just popped out the womb at the tender age of 45? That's not a great idea. /whoosh. Your legacy will crumble under the weight of time and your name will be lost to history. What if Nima didn't have that hidden camera? Women. First, why did he have his laptop recording? It is a game of who is the best player between them. Secondly, there is a gut between the video. Thirdly, now legend them day wipe slap like that. Your mother had the opportunity to utilize those 9 months pursuing a master's degree, a PhD, or another valuable endeavor that could have contributed to society. Instead, we got you. I got 2 butchers, they are gonna buy me lunch. Yeah, dollars and cents. You ain't got no host. It's official. David Corensward and Rachel Brosnahan are our new Clark Kent and Lois Lane in Superman Legacy. Glad they got Warmad Henry Cavill to play Soups this time instead of just Henry Cavill. For every math dude that thinks a to the power of 2 equals b to the power of 2 plus c to the power of 2 is going to help me pay the bills, I hope that from now on, your pillow will always be warm from both sides every time you try to sleep. So you want them to write you one. You really gotta find a second brain cell to bounce off the first. Maybe then you'll get a firing neuron and realize it's something called a joke. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you picked this man up and shook him, his brain cells would rattle like pens in a jar. Bella Hadid had no idea who this is, so I looked her up. That's such a distinct look. Like, she looks like a collection of triangles and rectangles rearranged to imitate a human. Half a meter is like 8 feet. Half a meter is a little less than 2 foot. That's meter. Half a meter is 0.52 yard. How many feet to a yard? Dude. Seriously, knowledge isn't dangerous. Dr. Jules said bed rest today. He's right. The bags under your eyes are Gucci and Prada. You need the rest. Not to be mean, but short of you attacking each other with chainsaws, I can't imagine a less promising marriage. I will look forward to your episode of Forensic Files. Good luck. Jenny Mod. Ellie gives Steve a cowgirl. Steve doesn't deserve this. Somehow a fictional character gets more action than you. In the thumbnail, Ian looks like he's desperately concealing his satisfaction at not having been blamed for a dart in the elevator. Slow? Interesting. Cause your mom said I was fast last night. Dude, that's an insult to yourself, lol. Donkey single-handedly saved me 2 brain cells by summarizing the episode 3. Summarizing. Thank God he did, because that's 2 you can't afford to lose. Das cold bruh. Gonna be the same when the world ends, lol. Yeah, of course you would say that, Mr. Noah. Are you gonna hoard 2 of every animals on earth as well? Are you gonna help them carry it to the dumpster? I'm keeping it. Why would I take it to your house? He's nothing more than the champion of people who don't want to evolve. Please heal. Rogan always speaks facts. Full participant at practice today. Bro died and still came back before Michael Thomas. I bet GTA 6's trailer will turn into the most viewed YouTube video. Have you ever stopped to think that they posted the trailer on a fake account and that's why no one believed it? You absolute and utter pinecone. I'm talking about the official trailer from Rockstar when it comes out. It's not a glitch, it's a feature. Hello Bethesda worker. If Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and landed on Mr. Potato Head. Bullshit, it's already done. They made both. This is to make as much money as possible for merch, video games, likeness, etc. It's from the new ignorant child. Do you not understand how much work and time these type of movies take to make? The voice actors haven't even started to record their lines yet. They made one entire film and split it in 2, like your race at your local guy bar. I'm gonna put emotion in it. But you have no emotion. Uncalled for, man. Your personality is more 2D than chassis. Is Simon hiding his loose change in his face now? Can we finally stop mentioning Russia in the phrase great power competition? Yes, Russia has nukes and energy reserves, but it can hardly be considered a great power based on its military performance in Ukraine, and now it's being overrun by a heat dog vendor turned mercenary chief. Imagine the spiciest food you can tolerate being sold. Imagine the best footwear in your village being a pair of sandals. Imagine being genetically predisposed to start balding at 25. Imagine being genetically predisposed to support Man United. Didn't know Tony Stark was into graphic design. Well, good for him. I'd like to shake his hand. Sir, you are a 43-year-old man whose best performing post is a picture of his nut. Shut the duck up. What kinda weird fasci shut is this? How does this correlate to fascism? At all? Edit. Never mind. Don't answer. I just looked at your page, and I'm not a licensed psychiatrist. Jeff Bezos was a hedge fund manager and VP at a banking firm before he founded Amazon. His grandparents were well-to-do energy politicians. Fairly sure his parents loaned him $245,000 in 1995 as well. About $489,000 in today's dollars. My mum would slap me if I asked for that sort of moolah. Your mom slaps me for free. Jared Leto. Judas Sus's duck. He already looks like he's wearing another man's face. He looks like Buzz from Home Alone developed early onset male pattern baldness and gained weight. The central problem with any such debate involving a real scientist is that Joe Rogan's audience is so dumb and so statistically unsophisticated that they will never figure out who won the argument. This is a non-answer. I challenged you publicly because you publicly quote tweeted and agreed with that dog shut Vice article. If you're really serious about what you stand for, you now have a massive opportunity for a debate that will reach the largest audience a discussion. Dude is built like a One Piece character. Challenging PewDiePie to a boxing match. He won't fight you cause he respects women. When you're assigned a school project, and the classmates you got assigned with are the popular Heat Cheeto girls and her loud crusty fingernails dumb as duck friends.